Hey everybody, Doll with a Dollar here. So I know a lot of you have probably thought that I have fallen off the face of the earth because it has been a really hot minute since I have been on YouTube. In fact, I think the last video I made was for my wedding anniversary, which was back in December, and I think before then it had been a little while since I had made a video anyway. So first of all, I want to thank you guys for sticking around. I've had a couple of new subscribers who have found my channel, and then many of you have stuck around even though I haven't been on at all. So I wanted to thank you guys for sticking around and thank you guys for finding me and taking a chance on me. But yeah, I know it's been a really long time, but we're hoping to try to change that. Second of all, I want to apologize to you guys. I want to apologize for not being on here to show you some of my money saving techniques and just going through life as a person with not a whole lot of money. And in several of my videos, I talked about how I was going to get on here and kind of tell you guys what had been going on and why it had been such a while since we've been on, and then I never did do it because life has been kind of crazy this past few months. And I think I told a little bit about it in my anniversary video where I did a DIY showing my husband the Green Bay thing I made for him. But I really haven't gone on here to tell you guys exactly what all has gone on. So I'm going to start this video and just kind of, I guess, tell you what's going on, but to also assure you that now more than ever, I assure you you'll want to stay subscribed because I'm poorer than I've ever been before and I have a lot more ideas. Honestly, I haven't made anything because I honestly haven't done much craftiness and stuff lately besides just staying home and cooking and doing everyday normal stuff. We haven't really done a lot because things have been just so stressful. But anyway, back in December, my husband lost his job after 10 years with the company. And I won't go a whole lot into that because I honestly, as much as I would love to badmouth the company, I guess I'm beyond that and I'm trying to move past the anger issues I had with it anyway. But anyway, my husband was a store manager for 8 years for this company, and he got fired on December 15th, which was about a week and a half before Christmas. And luckily we had been kind of budgeting and saving for Christmas time anyway, so we had all of our Christmas gifts bought for our little boy and things like that. But it was definitely very stressful to have a job for 10 years and then for me to be a stay-at-home mom to all of a sudden find ourselves with absolutely no income coming in, no insurance because your insurance stops immediately whenever you lose your job, or at least it did with him. And so it was very scary, and then he kind of felt like he had this dark cloud over him because since he had been let go from his job for the stupidest reason ever, I might add, it was really hard for him to find a job, especially with the kind of expertise he has. Like I said, he had been a store manager for 8 years, and he would go apply for these jobs that weren't anywhere near what that was, and they would just kind of pass him over for somebody else, and that was really hard for him. But he finally got another job. We went exactly 2 months with absolutely no income, and you know what, God was so good. And I know a lot of you might be thinking, well, why would you say that, because you lost your job and went 2 months with no money, but God provided for us during that time. I can't even explain it. We didn't have to borrow money or anything like that, but somehow the money just always seemed to be there to pay our bills. And then luckily tax return money came in just the right time and all that stuff. So anyways, we made it through that time, and we're still trying really hard to get back on our feet because now he's starting back from the bottom, and he's kind of got some opportunities to move up coming up soon maybe, so be in prayer for that, because we could definitely use a raise or something. But anyway, he's likes his new job. It is very stressful because he's working more on like a commission style base right now, and so you don't really ever know how much money you have coming in, and so that's been a lot harder for like our budget and things like that. But you know, so far so good. Anyway, going back to December, he lost his job on the 15th, which obviously put like a huge downer on Christmas time, but we still had a really good time anyway. He got to spend some time home with us that we usually don't get around at Christmas time. Don't get me wrong, I don't want him to lose his job at Christmas time ever again, but it was kind of nice to get to spend some time with him at Christmas. But we had been trying for a while to have a baby, and then of course when he lost his job, that all kind of went out the window. We just were like, this is not the right time. Well, on December 26th, the day after Christmas, found out I was pregnant anyway, and I was so scared to tell him because, you know, I didn't want to add any more stress to him because, again, we had no insurance at the time. He had just lost his job. Didn't seem to be the right time. But about a week later, I did finally tell him on our anniversary. And, you know, yeah, it has been very scary. But things have worked out fine. So now it's August something right now. I think I'm about 3 weeks at the most from my due date. And, you know, there's been a lot of adjustment in our lives, a lot of adjustment of, you know, we had already kind of had to change the way we lived anyway whenever I became a stay-at-home mom. And so I had found all of these different ways to, you know, save money and to do things on the side and, you know, just to be able to make ends meet. We were doing really good with budgets. We had cut out going out to eat and all that kind of stuff. We were cooking a lot of meals at home. And so in a way, I feel like that was God's way of preparing us for what was coming, because now we've had to do that like times 100, you know? But anyway, I know this is kind of like rambling, but it kind of feels good to finally get some of this stuff off of my chest. But anyways, that's where I have been for the past several months, almost a whole baby's incubation period, I guess, if you want to call it that. But anyway, that's where we've been. We have just been dealing with the craziness of stress and life changes and stuff like that. The room that our baby is going to be in, we found out we're having a girl. So her name is going to be Lucy, and we have, her room was our kind of office / junk collecting room, where anything that we didn't know where it was supposed to go went in there. Like, our house is kind of smaller, so we don't have a whole lot of storage space, so that was just kind of like where we kept all the extra stuff. Like, as Gavin outgrew clothes, we put them in boxes and put them in there, so we had like tubs of clothes. When I first started staying home, I did some eBay on the side for a little while, and so there was like a bunch of yard sale leftovers and eBay leftovers in there, as well as like our computer and computer desk and just all kinds of junk. So we had to go through, we've been like massively cleaning the house and trying to get things ready for a baby to come, and now that we're finally done with that is why I'm finally actually able to make a video now. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you into her room and show you what we did, and kind of tell you like some of the deals we got. I know it probably would have been a whole lot better for me to do this as we were finding the things, but now that Lucy is going to be coming, I'll be able to go through a whole new avenue with you guys about just other things to save money on. So got 3-year-old boy now. Gavin turned 3 a couple of weeks ago, so got a very active toddler in the house. I'm about to have a newborn in the house, so I've got a lot of different kids ideas for you guys and for videos coming up. We've got some more kid sales coming up, so we've got hauls that we'll be doing together. Lots of DIYs, because my favorite time of year is coming up. I love like the fall and winter. I love, you know, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that stuff. So we'll be doing some inexpensive DIYs. I'm doing better with my sewing and embroidery, so I can show you some things to do with that. In fact, I'm hoping that I'll be able to make some things that maybe I can kind of sell on the side as well, especially like with kids items and things like that. So I'll let you know how that goes. But anyway, we're kind of starting from scratch in a way. Like, it's been a really long time since I've been online, but hopefully you guys will still be able to learn from me. And I love just being able to sit in front of this camera and talk to you guys. Like, I feel like you're right here and I can talk to you. So anyways, yeah, stay tuned for a lot of the new things that we'll be doing and taking new adventures with 2 kids and how we do things on the free or the cheap, mostly on the free now. But yeah, I'll take you into Lucy's room and show you how that looks and kind of tell you some of the stuff that we've done and some things we've gotten for cheap. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and like I said, just please keep checking in because I hope to have more videos for you back on a normal basis. Okay guys, I'm in Lucy's room. I'm gonna kind of talk kind of softly because Gavin's taking a nap in the next room, and you know, that's a valuable time to get stuff done, so I definitely don't want to wake him up. But we are in Lucy's room, and like I said, this used to be our just kind of junk collecting room. So we've done a lot in it. So let me kind of show you what we've got going on. We're going with like a Disney princess theme. We're like huge Disney fans. If you've watched me for a little while, you probably know that. But my little boy, his room is like Disney. It started out as Mickey Mouse, but it has since evolved into like Cars and just overall Disney in general. So his room is Disney, so we kind of wanted to stick with that same theme. In fact, if we were going to have a boy, we were going to do like a Pixar kind of theme in the room, but we ended up with a girl. And there were 2 things that really inspired me to make this room, and one was this fabric. I found this fabric at Walmart, and it's just kind of like this really elegant Disney princess thing. Like, it's not the really cheesy Disney princess stuff like you see. This is actually, I made this quilt. This is the first quilt I've ever made, and it's called a rag quilt, so you don't have like all the crazy binding and stuff that you have to do. So it was actually pretty easy. So I was pretty pleased with how that turned out. So that's my quilt / inspiration for the room. And also these, I actually got these from Hobby Lobby, but I first saw these at Target. In fact, I kind of want to get a couple more because this wall seems kind of empty. But again, it's just kind of more like the elegant Disney princess thing. It's not, you know, just the cheesy cartoon. It actually kind of looks kind of fancy, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, let me just kind of show you her room. So, okay, so this, whenever you come in the room, on the left is like her changing table, and this furniture was actually like pine colored when we got it. We bought it from one of my friends who was done having kids, and I wanted to keep Gavin's furniture because Gavin's bed is a convertible crib that will turn into a full-size bed. So even though he has like a Cars bed right now, eventually his bed was going to be his bed again. So I wanted to do something kind of similar with her and try to find a bed that would convert, and so they could both have their own kind of set of furniture. So eventually this will just be her dresser, so the changing pad will come off and that will just be the top of the dresser. But we bought chalk paint from Walmart, and it was actually in the craft section, and I think it was like, I don't know, $4 or $5 for a jar of it. And I think we used, I don't know, maybe like 4 jars total, and then like 1 jar of wax. So it took maybe $25 to paint this furniture. But it's kind of like a whitewashed gray, so like we did gray and then put like a white wax on top to make it look whitewashed. So anyway, that's the dresser, and then that's the crib. So eventually that will be the headboard of her full-size bed, and then that will be the footboard. This little guy, he was mine ever since I was little. So this is like one of the original beasts that ever came out. In fact, I used to sleep with him every night, and one time his foot fell off and my mama sewed him a new foot. So he's got a different foot. The sheets and dust ruffle we got on clearance at Target. We got these on sale at Hobby Lobby. I think they were 50% off when we got them. We actually announced the gender of our baby with this painting thing right there. When Gavin was born, we did our gender reveal where I painted a Mickey or Minnie head. So obviously, since he was a boy, I painted a Mickey head, and it's actually hanging in his room now. So for Lucy, I wanted him to have a part in that, so he actually painted the background pink, and that's how we announced the gender. And then I made that sign. I got the idea from Pinterest, and the fork is like just a baby fork that I painted silver, and the seashells, we actually just found them on the beach, and that was just an old chalkboard that we painted. That little mug, I didn't know I had that before, but my mom just gave it to me because apparently that was mine when I was little, as well as that baby sleeping thing. I guess somebody made that for me when I was a newborn. And then that's from Hobby Lobby with the ultrasound picture in it. We actually have a blue one of those for my little boy as well. The shelves we had, and I just painted them with the chalk paint and put them over the windows because they were holding just random things in the office. These curtains, I really love this set of curtains at Target, and they were white with gold like polka dots on them, and they were room darkening because I wanted room darkening, but they're like $25 a panel. So there's 2 windows in here, so it would have cost me $100 to do those, so that was not good. So I found these purple ones at a thrift store, and I got all 4 panels for $8 total, so I thought that was great. And if those others ever go like massively on sale, I may get them, but otherwise I think the purple ones look pretty good. There's the other one. But yeah, I got $8 worth of curtains in here, and then there's like a chest of drawers, and it's got like this cabinet for lots of storage. And there's actually, we don't even have some stuff in these drawers because now that we've done like our closet and stuff, we have all of this storage in between this and the closet. We don't even have the stuff to fill it up. Like my little boy, he doesn't have like a lot of furniture. He has like a bed and a nightstand that has like a couple of drawers, and then like his changing table just has shelves. So he doesn't have a whole lot of storage in his room, so having this much storage is kind of like crazy for us. So, but I know we'll fill it up eventually. I got more stuff up there. This camera, we went to a kids sale like last week, and I love the video monitors, the ones where you can like talk back to the kids and stuff. And even though Gavin's 3, we still actually use his because he has night terrors sometimes, and so like I like to be able to hear him and see what's going on. So we kept his camera and just bought her a new one, but we got that one for 20 bucks at a kids sale. And then all that, like I think I got that at a yard sale and that at a yard sale. Somebody gave that to me one time as a jewelry box, and then we bought that at Hobby Lobby when we bought those other 2 pictures, because Belle is my favorite. And this is a bow holder. We just made it kind of the same like chalkboard thing. We poked the chalkboard out and then like just glued some ribbon on the back and then clipped all of the bows on there, and we put these like little hooks on the bottom to hold these like headbands. All of these bows, with the exception of these big 4, were just given to us by the same friend that I bought the furniture from, so she's got a lot of cute little bows to start with. We bought this bin at Ross to hold toys, and basically all of these were just Gavin's that he outgrew, so like I just put them in here. But I thought it was so sweet. The other day he went in his room, he was like, "Mama, I got a bunch of Georges, I'm gonna give this one to Lucy." So he put that in there for her. And then these 2 little toys were mine when I was a baby, so I thought that was so cute. So there's like a little frog and like a little bunny, and those were mine. Oh, and this bear was also mine from whenever I was super little, a little baby. So there's her toys. And then these light switch covers, y'all may not even really care about this, but it's kind of good for me to document so I can remember. But these light switch covers, we actually made those from I had a calendar that my grandmother got me last year for Christmas that was the Thomas Kincaid Disney princess stuff, and so all of them were Thomas Kincaid paintings, and so we just covered all of the light switch covers with the calendar pages. This is a really cool little story. This board used to be a fence post. My great-grandfather, he loved like working with wood and stuff, and so he built this fence, and he even like cut out the rounded pickets and stuff by hand, and they moved from that house like after he died and stuff. So my dad actually saved some of the fence posts because he thought they were so neat. And so I think it was like last year he took these fence posts and cut them down, and like he got everybody to pick out some knobs that they liked, and he made like these little hangers. And so it's just been in my room for forever because I didn't know what to do with it. So I hung it up there, and my idea is I want to get like little Disney princess dresses or dress up clothes as she gets bigger, and to hang them from there to also be kind of like decor. But I just thought that was cool to be able to have something that my great-grandfather made in here. So there's that. And then the last thing, I guess I'll show you, is the closet. My dad, this closet actually had no bar in it at all, and this is actually an exact replica of Gavin's closet. One of my friends, she did a closet similar to this for her little boy, and so I loved all the storage that it had, and so we ended up designing this one. And my dad helped me build it. So like we bought all of the wood and stuff at Lowe's. I think the whole closet cost, I think right under $100, because it needed 5 of these big long boards that we just got cut, and then a couple of these bars. Pretty much all of these clothes were either Gavin's, so like we have some old, you know, like Alabama shirts and stuff, so they were either Gavin's, or a friend gave them to us, or they were mine. In fact, I don't think I've bought like any clothes really. Like everything has just been given to us. It's been great. But like, for example, this was mine when I was a baby. I don't know, there's like lots of little things that were mine. I thought that were so cool. These little boots were Gavin, these Converse were Gavin's, then the rest were like just given to us. Our local grocery store has been having sales on diapers for like $2.85 a pack, so we've been stocking up on a couple of newborn sizes. All that stuff was stuff that we had with Gavin, so like there's an old chair and like my baby carrier and restaurant high chair and stuff like that. And then in those bins we have clothes that she'll have to grow into. They're like tutus and things like that. But anyway, that's basically her room, and I hope to be able to show you her in this room pretty soon. Like I said, we're less than probably 3 weeks away. But yeah, please guys, please keep watching, because I've got lots of things that I want to do with you guys. Like I said, we'll do a haul next week. I'm going to a kids sale on Monday, so maybe I can find some more of the things that I need. We're already ready for the hospital. We've got the hospital bags packed and Gavin's clothes because he's going to stay with my parents. Got the car seat bought and all that stuff. So we're ready to go. But thank you guys so much for sticking around. Thank you for sticking with me even though I haven't been here in forever. And I love you guys so much, and thank you